Sorry.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How are you? Thanks for joining our stream. We are a little exhausted. Gen Con online, even though it's a virtual convention, still took up a lot of our energy this weekend. But it was super
fun though, yeah.
And I hope everyone that played in the tournaments had fun. It was a great time. We we were on a few panels. Some of them we ran, and Rob was also on the 10-year Ascension panel.
Yeah.
And I actually learned some things about him that I didn't know and about Ascension. So how he got into like the detailed story of, he and Justin and Brian Kibler, getting together and making the game initially. So I highly recommend you check out that stream. It was really entertaining. It's relaxing for me because I wasn't on a stream for once. So I just sat back and enjoyed it. Katie will post a link to our various videos. We had a panel with Rob and Darwin. I asked her to also repost the link to the video with Rob and Peter that was done just before Gen Con Online that I think is really great about Sorcerer. And I'm curious what everyone watching thinks about online conventions. If you have any thoughts, I'd love to hear how you participated in Gen Con Online and what you think about the online conventions. If there's things you would like to see us do that we're not doing, if there's things you'd like to see us doing outside of the virtual conventions, that we're not doing also. Like, we're very open to doing different things. So we're pretty excited about that. One thing that's come out of all this streaming is we've been getting more technical. I ran a panel with we had 9 guests, 4 people on the panel and 9 guests over Gen Con Online. We didn't have one technical glitch.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Debbie's getting more technical.
Yeah, so as a team, we're more technical. We've also brought in our children. I was asking the kids if they thought Rob's computer was, high speed enough, and if he needed a better computer. And so his son went out and spec'd out a gaming computer for him, because I would love to see Darwin and Rob doing some Star Realm streaming. Maybe I will also do some Star Realm streaming. I'm going to cover Rob up here for a second. So I'm going to announce that we are going to start. I know Bax had been doing streaming for us, and it was fantastic. And he had a lot of other things come up that he is no longer doing the Star Realm stream. So I want to reinvigorate the Star Realm streaming. I have hosted a couple people streaming Star Realms, and I see a lot of people really interested in watching. I got to watch Rob play Dusto last week because I was like, I want to get better at Star Realms. I'm not as good as Rob and Darwin at Star Realms, but I just want to mention here with the graphic that we're going to do similar to what we do on CJ streams with Epic, that if you challenge the players while they're on stream and you win, you'll get some credits so you can play more arena games or buy yourself some cool avatars and foil cards and stuff in the app. And we'll announce. I think you were thinking about doing it tomorrow night.
We'll announce when it goes up.
Because we're setting up his setup at his new computer. I was actually uploading the graphics for the stream, and I said, wow, I don't know what is going on. Are all the kids playing games because my computer is so slow? Well, it turns out Rob's old computer is uploading his hard drive into the cloud that's going onto his new computer. I was totally sucking the life out of the internet here. So we stopped that for the stream. Thank goodness we figured that out before we went live. And so
I'm looking forward to playing people on the stream. You can beat me down and get some Star Realms credits. It'll be a lot of fun. I really love playing Star Realms with the people in the community. Super fun time. It'll be good.
Yeah, I also talked to Darwin about doing some streams because, we also got him some new lighting because he was on the stream with us, and he also is up for it. So we're very excited about that.
Maybe challenging to beat Darwin at Star Realms, but you can give it a shot.
I also want to mention something that I'm excited about. So I have been, watching some Star Realm streaming, and, I sometimes will ask Rob questions if I'm like, I don't know what I should do here. I've been trying to get better at my Star Realms, and I was invited to join the Ladies of Star Realms Facebook group. And I was so excited that there is a Ladies of Star Realms Facebook group. I was like, I'm all over this. And I have a couple of friends that I play with on a regular basis. So I added them to the group. And I hope if there's any ladies watching or people that know women that play, that they let them know about that, because I think it'll be fun to just have a little, girl chat in there about Star Realms. And,
Looks like Dusto's calling me out. He's going to come crush me.
Dusto's coming back for revenge. All right. Looks like some people like the streams. Thanks, Morgan. And so next up on the stream, Rob is going to share. Let me go back over to my graphics here. He is going to share some additional art from Sorcerer.
Yeah. So, well, first off, with
if you want to talk first,
sure.
Sorry.
No,
when you're ready.
That's good. So obviously, we recently ended the Sorcerer Endbringer Kickstarter, and just to let people know, we had a whole bunch of people who backed the Sorcerer Now tier. That's awesome. These are new Sorcerer players, and we had a special tier where you could get the stuff that's already made, right away, and then also get the new Endbringer stuff in the new packs when those come out. So they're getting 2 waves of shipping. So the Kickstarter has ended, but Kickstarter takes a couple weeks to basically process everybody's pledges and go through their system before they hand stuff off to us. So basically, we are currently waiting on Kickstarter. They'll probably be very soon when they, probably in a week or so, they'll be done and they'll hand the data off to us, and then we will, for all those Sorcerer Now tier backers, that's when we'll send out your pledge manager. So if you were a Sorcerer Now tier backer and you're like, hey, what's up? Kickstarter's over. Where's my pledge manager? We just have to wait for Kickstarter, and then we'll be sending that out. And we're really looking forward to getting that to you guys. And the other big question on everybody's mind who backed the Sorcerer Kickstarter is the unfinished stretch goal. So we unlocked a lot of stuff on the Sorcerer Kickstarter, and Sorcerer is a little trickier than Star Realms or Hero Realms or Epic in that the way the game works, you really want the cards in packs. Now, we have individual stretch goals just with individual promo cards, just like in Star Realms and Hero Realms and Epic, but when we unlock enough, we turn those into a pack, and that's sort of the coolest point of it, because then you have another character or lineage or domain pack you can shuffle up to make your starting decks in the beginning. Now, we promise people that, hey, if we don't unlock a full pack, we will give you a chance after the Kickstarter's over with some post-campaign stretch goal to unlock it. And if we fail in that, we will give you rules for making for using those promo cards in the game. But what we really want to do is unlock the pack. And so we have the Nicodemus pack, which is super close to being unlocked. We were only 1 stretch goal away from unlocking a 5th pack, 5th free Kickstarter exclusive stretch goal pack. So we've the marketing team was super busy with Gen Con online, but now that that's over, we've decided on a goal. We had Peter and I did a video together with where we were talking. Peter, Debbie, and I did a video where we're talking about all things Sorcerer during the campaign, and we thought it was a pretty cool way to sort of meet the team and learn about the game. So
lots of secrets were spilled as well.
Lots of secrets were spilled. Yeah. So it was a cute, a nice video. So we're posting that up to Board Game Geek, and we'll be that should probably be. It takes a little while for them to approve and put it up. But once that's up, we're going to post a update to the Kickstarter campaign. We're going to be ask people to like or share that video. And that raise some awareness about Sorcerer and increase activity on our Board Game Geek page, which of course brings more people in looking at it. So that'll be a very achievable goal. We recognize we were super close on the on this pack. We really want to make sure you guys can get it. So we'll be putting that up, up in an update very soon, probably tomorrow, maybe later today. Depends on how long it takes the video to get up. So tomorrow. All right. So yes, that is coming. So I just wanted to let everybody know. I know that's been the big question on all the sorcerer backers' minds. Speaking of social stretch goals, just want to take a minute to show you some of the awesome art. We had social stretch goals that we did during the campaign for the Forlorn Opera House, and this one was kind of fun because it had some art that included both Peter and I in it. So this is Angle, and he is a legend in the pack, and they have his adopted son Telemachus here, and then they find refuge in the opera house with a myriad cast of
really creepy,
creepy characters. And this piece, this one is the Delusioned Artist, and this is a Peter self-portrait. It's super awesome. So yeah, just beautiful artwork, as is standard for Sorcerer. So we really we're super excited about the new Sorcerer stuff and can't wait to get it out to you guys.
All right, I'm going to see if you have any questions. Oh, I also wanted to congratulate the winners of our Legend series. So we ran a digital Star Realms tournament and a digital Epic card game tournament where the winner becomes a card in the game. And so Ominous won the Star Realms Legend series. Congratulations. I'm not sure how to pronounce the Epic new digital legend, Jazz Bjorn, I believe. So congratulations.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. And for people who win the Legend series, they send in pictures of themselves, and an artist is assigned and creates a card art based on their likeness. And I think it's like the most awesome prize.
Super fun. And we love that we can do those online so everybody can participate. It's a lot of fun. Like in the Epic tournament this time around, it was constructed. And Jasborn did a good job of kicking around the dreaded cart decks. He smashed them to get to victory. And for the Star Realms event, we had we were using the base set, we were using Colony Wars, and we were using Frontiers in various mixes throughout the event. So each round you had different decks that you were playing with, different combinations. And as Dustin just pointed out, Ominous went undefeated, yes. Which is very, very impressive. So kudos to both our champions. Really, great job.
Yeah, we're really excited for them. So Peter was correcting you, Rob. He said the naked fat creature is him.
Oh yeah, sorry, wrong self-portrait.
Wrong. So that's pretty funny. And we also had feedback on, we did an Ask Me Anything video. I think Katie posted the link in the comments below, which I scheduled it for 2 hours thinking, maybe like I was just submitting the events to Gen Con and maybe I'll put a couple things on the schedule during that 2 hour slot. And I ended up keeping it as an Ask Me Anything. And I said, we'll just naturally end whenever it makes sense. Oh no, we went over. It's a 2.5 hour video.
You forgot how long-winded I can be. Yeah.
On and on. So if you want to know like what their favorite Star Realms cards, now I never used to play Embassy Yachts. I'm like, I don't want to worry about like having bases in play, but now that I know it's Darwin's favorite card, I'm thinking about it differently. So yeah, so it's that one was again, I learned things I did not know about both Rob and Darwin on that, because there were so many awesome questions. Someone suggested on there, could we do a tournament against the White Wizard Games team? So
yeah, we really like that idea.
Give you a chance to play one-on-one with team members. But yeah, we like the idea of doing a tournament, so we'll work with the fan created community page group to figure out the best way to do that. I don't know, exactly how we're going to do that, but we'll figure it out. And I don't know if we have any other. Oh, okay. Question from Morgan. So if anyone has questions, or if your question, we didn't even get to all the questions. So if you have additional questions, you can ask them here in the chat anytime on these weekly live casts. Morgan wants to know what are our thoughts on licensing IPs for any of our games. Realms in particular seems very adaptable.
Yeah, no, that's something we're open to. Yeah, I mean, the Realm system is very, very adaptable. But all the games actually have, potential matches. So it's something that we are open to. Obviously, we want to do IPs that we like and we can do justice to. So that's but it's something we're open to.
Yeah. So I'd love to see that. Texas Cycle asks, they barked back to the Star Realms Nova collection. It doesn't have Colony Wars or Frontiers, so maybe you can talk about that, Rob.
So the deluxe collections. So we have the deluxe Nova collection we did earlier this year on Kickstarter. You've probably seen some of our previous stuff. We are currently working with the factories, getting samples, trying to get the right materials and the right look to things. So we've been going back and forth with the factory. I currently have the latest foil paper that they sent me, like a bunch of the cards sort of on my room in in humid areas, trying to see how they hold up. One of the things that we're trying to make sure is that the cards hold up well over time, both through wear and also environmental factors, etc. But yes, the Nova collection is basically the first year and a half or so of Star Realms. So basically, in Star Realms, we have base sets and then we have expansion packs. And the base sets you can play on their own, or you can mix them with any other Star Realms set. And then the expansion packs, which don't play on their own. You can mix them in with any set you want. So the game's very customizable. But sort of from a design perspective, we did a certain grouping of stuff that was with a particular base set. So the Deluxe Nova collection is the base set, first set of Star Realms, and the expansions that went along with that set. Now you can use those expansions with anything, but we designed them all to go together with the base set. And then later we did Colony Wars and had other expansion packs that went with Colony Wars, and then Frontiers and other expansion packs that went with Frontiers. So we've had this sort of base set and then a bunch of expansion packs that are sort of associated with that base set. So they sort of form these natural blocks of, okay, here's a game with packs that go along with it. So yeah, the Deluxe Nova collection is the base set and Crisis and the Year One promo pack and the Gambit set. So basically that sort of first grouping of Star Realms packs. So in the future, we will have deluxe collections for the Colony Wars block and for the Frontiers block and onward into the future. But that the Deluxe Nova collection is designed with those first sets. So we really want that to be a beautiful set. So we're working hard to make that one as pretty as we possibly can.
Yeah, I've been playing with the Year One promo pack online, and those cards are insane. Maybe I shouldn't, because like crazy cards. No,
we definitely played a little bit fast and loose with the promo cards. The thought being, okay, you've got a deck builder; these are optional promos, and if people don't want that kind of crazy power variance, they can just choose not to play with them. Obviously, the app became very popular and people like to play with everything available. So maybe we should have had a little tighter clamp down on the craziness of those. But it can be a lot of fun when those, those super powerful promos come up in the
with
market.
Stealth
You rush to get
Needle.
them. Oh yeah.
If you can get that with Stealth Needle, you'll be set.
Yeah.
So they also asked, will they be marked? So basically, when they get Nova, it will have multiple sets. How will they separate them? Do they smash them up together? Do they use them all? Can they use some of them?
Sure.
What do you think?
So you could definitely smash everything up together. But everything will have the same set icons that the packs themselves had. So if you want to customize and be like, you know what, I just want to play base set, and I just want to play with base set and maybe fleets and fortresses and bases and battleships of like all the ships and such, but I don't want to play with any of the heroes or anything like that. Easy. There's little icons on there. You can pick which ones you want to play with, build your set that way, have the others just in the box, and shuffle up and play with the sets you want. So if you want to play with everything, easy to do. If you want to customize which sets you're playing with, you can just separate out by those icons on the cards. There's little icons in the bottom of the card. The base set doesn't have any, so if a card doesn't have a little icon on, that's a base set card, and then the other sets have icons, so you can just separate out by icon if you want to customize which sets you're playing with. And you will be able to, if you want to mix in, other sets in the future, you can get those, additional deluxe collections, and have a all pretty shiny set of Star Realms.
Yeah, I really like how we have the icons also in Sorcerer as well, and it just makes it easy to take the game apart and put it back into the box the way that you want it. Yeah. And we had a compliment from Enold Forever that he really they really love the quality of the cards and the player boards, and everything was awesome. And thank you everyone for your patience to get Sorcerer, because Rob and the team, Randy looks at a lot of does a lot of that work as well on our team. Everything has to be perfect before we're ready to go out with a game. And I know that's one of the things everyone loves about our games. It's also one of the things that people get impatient. Delays with our games. So I'm glad that you're very happy. I also agree that the quality on that game is
we're really
incredible.
Very, very happy with how Sorcerer came out. It's a beautiful, beautiful product. It did take us longer than we wanted, mainly because we were going back and forth some extra times getting that quality just right. And that, frankly, that is something that happens a lot with us. We'll be late, but we'll make it really, really pretty. So that's, quality is our number one goal. And so we try and get the stuff out as quickly as we can, but only once it's where we want it to be, quality wise. So
yeah, we have a Texas Cycle suggesting Firefly. Do you like Firefly?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
When we were first dating, Rob, that's our first Christmas together. He gave me Firefly as I don't know if it was even on video cassette. It was so long ago. I know, but yeah, he gave me Firefly and
a DVD.
DVD. I was just joking.
Very nerdy gift.
And he was like, "This is my favorite show." And then you had favorite books. Was that the Dresden series?
Yeah,
Dresden series. Yeah. So yeah, it was really cool. He'll be very enthusiastic about that. So yeah, I mean, we have done some exploration on licenses, and we would love to see some licensed properties come out in our games too. Yeah. Nothing is better than Firefly. All right, so I don't see any more questions. Your last chance to get any questions in. Anything else you want to add?
So just general where we're at. So we've got Kapow Kickstarter, coming up. That'll be our next game we're kickstarting. Super, super fun game. So we've got some rules updates and a reprint of the first edition and the volume 1, and we've got volume 2, a whole new set of Kapow with new characters, and that game is just super fun. So dice slinging, dice building, superhero battle, game. Really fun. That's going to be coming up soon.
And I want to do a live game play of that.
Yeah.
So we're also getting, we did the live play of Sorcerer, and for those of you who watched it, Endbringer, we had some technical challenges.
I saw one pop by, High Alert update. So both High Alert and the Epic new Epic packs are with the printer. All the files are in. We're going back and forth with components. We recently showed some I believe it was, one of the Epic boxes. But we've got we're waiting on some samples from the printer on those, but we're getting very close to pressing the button and doing the mass printing. We just have to check the quality on a couple last things. So that'll be coming soon.
We got a lot of questions coming in.
Oh, that's last chance for questions.
Yeah,
nice.
Chance for questions. I'm going to quickly answer the question about how do you get the promos in the digital version. So when you're in the Star Realms app, you go on the store. So in the main menu, the store is one of the options, and then in there you can you can get the expansion. So all of there's many expansions in there. One of them's the year one promo pack that we were talking about, but they're all super fun. And so, Rob, is Hero Realms coming to digital? I'll give you the easy one.
So yes, we that is something that we definitely want to do. We're not. It's not going to be a fast thing because we really want to do it right. But Hero Realms is going to be coming. Hero Realms will be coming to digital, down the road, and the team's putting a bunch of work into that and trying to create a really cool Hero Realms experience.
It is very cool. And another question: can you talk about Epic storage options as well? Do we still have the Epic?
For Epic card game, we made a storage box, which is just like the Star Realms and Hero Realms one. Big box that holds all the stuff, and you can hold sleeved cards, non-sleeved cards. You've got rows with these foam blocks and awesome plastic dividers for separating out both your cards by pack, or by the way I like to do it is by type. So we have dividers for both the color of the card, and so it's alignment, and what type of card is it? Is it an event that costs a gold? Is it or a champion with ambush? We put those together, stuff you can play on your opponent's turn. Got a divider for the champions you can only play on your turn. You got a divider for the free card. So when you're building your deck and you're like, oh, I want to make sure I have enough stuff to play on my opponent's turn, I need a sage card that I can play on my opponent's turn that costs a gold. You'll have a section for that right in your box. You can go right to it. So we've got that solution. Obviously, if you don't want to buy that box, you could make your own and separate them out with however you like. But we have a really pretty version available there.
Yeah, and I'll also mention that we have the Legion Supplies long storage box as well. I'm not sure if that's up on our e-commerce store. I'll check after this, but that's also available. It's a smaller storage, single row to store your cards in. And I've gotten questions about the long boxes and sleeves. We are actually in the process of taking on creating the sleeves and boxes ourselves,
but with the same factory, working with the Legion guys.
So as a partnership with Legion, so I know that there's been some issues with people getting the sleeves. The Hero Realms sleeves are going to be, no one's asked, but I know some people are wondering. Those we just processed the paperwork because the stuff is arriving in the EU and the US, and very soon they'll be starting to process the fulfillment of those. I'm meeting with them tomorrow. When I get more details, I will post in the update to the Kickstarter, and then after that we'll have more inventory for Hero Realms sleeves on our store as well. We're getting the shipment, and it does have some excess sleeves. I know some people that didn't get it on the Kickstarter looking for more sleeves. And in general, we'll be including sleeves in the pledge managers for the Kickstarters, because I know in some regions, not everyone carries them. So We want to make sure, and for forum partners as well, we want to make sure that everyone has the same sleeves and they're consistent and you can mix and match, regardless of where you buy them. So, we're partnering with Legion to, work on making sure we have all that stuff in stock for you again, if something isn't in stock right now.
So I saw some questions on shipping costs for, I assume that's related to the Kickstarter. So basically we get, once the finalized product is in the, is in the location or close to the location, we get the actual, we get, bills from the shipping company, et cetera. But what we do is before, when we send out the pledge manager, we get estimates from those guys of, okay, how much is it going to cost to ship these out? On the Kickstarter page, we have our early estimates of how much the shipping is, and we have ranges in there. And we, frankly, in the past, if the actual shipping cost has gone above the range, we've just eaten the extra. So basically, the top of the range of the shipping costs, that's the most you're going to be paying for shipping. If it costs more, we just suck it up and pay that extra. So basically, if you're wondering, oh gosh, how much is it going to cost to get my stuff in this region? When the pledge manager comes out, you'll find out exactly, how much it'll cost you. Sometimes once we charge that, it ends up costing a little bit more, but we just eat that extra. So you won't have to worry about it. So when the pledge manager comes and it has a shipping, this much to ship this, you pay that, you're done. If there's any extra charges on shipping, we just, What Was Your Games takes care of it. And if you're wondering how much to budget, you just look at that range on the Kickstarter page. And so then that's the zone.
Yeah. Well, if they add add-ons, then that also might be a question.
Sure.
There's shipping on those, but we do so say you order multiple tiers of a tier. Some people like to get, 2 tiers shipped together, or multiple tiers for a friend or whatever. So it's not the same.
So yeah. So basically shipping range is for the biggest. So let's say you got the everything tier, the biggest tier that's available. That's the range for that. Add-ons can be extra. So if you're like, oh, well, we'll get 10 tiers together or something, it will go above the range because you're getting more than the biggest thing. But it does save money if you combine stuff. The total shipping cost goes up, but the per unit is a little bit cheaper.
So we have a couple other questions here. How many cards are in the long box, and when is Pantheon coming to digital?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab our the long box can hold the big storage box here. This can hold everything, 3 of everything in Epic, including the new jungle, which is actually now called Guardians of Goanna, and all the new cards, the promos, everything. 3 copies of them in sleeves with some extra room to spare. So that storage solution will hold everything. I can't remember exactly how many cards it holds, but everything fits. So, as far as new sets coming into Epic, we have a whole bunch of stuff like Pantheon, and we have the Guardians set, and and here's our puppy. This is Rogue. She's the newest member of the team, and she's the newest wizard, and she's been great.
She's been featured on some of our social media lately.
Yeah. So she's been a really great to have. With kids have been loving her, and she's a really good pup. So new stuff, new packs coming into the app will continue. It'll be a while. Basically, the team has to put stuff, program in the new cards, and go through the bugs and stuff. Epic is an extremely complicated game as far as the interactions that can happen. So doing the bug fixes and stuff can take a while. But there will be a continuous stream of new content. Every few months, you should see new cards coming into the Epic digital app, because we've got a Pantheon to get in there. We've got the Guardians of Goanna to get in there, and we've got the Lost Tribe packs to get in there, and some promo cards. So basically, you'll have new cards streaming into the Epic app for quite a while.
I agree, SR, that Rogue should be in every game and have her own card. But then Molly will also want to. Molly and Damsel, Darwin's dogs, will need to be in the game as well. So we had. Oh, I don't know if you answered this question about solo version on Epic. There's some variants on BGG. Are there solo versions of Epic against some AI in the app? There's tons of awesome. Again, there's campaigns and you can play against the AI. So in the digital app,
for the paper version, we currently don't have any official solo play stuff, but I have to check out the BGG stuff. The fans often come up with really great things. So there may be some sweet stuff there.
I think we've answered all. Okay, this is your last chance to add a question. Oh, do you think Taco should have the right to vote? Yes. Well,
can I just vote for tacos?
Yeah. I think we answered all the questions. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye. We'll see you next week. And think of any new questions you have between now and then. Thanks so much.